If in a municipality, yes. Not only in a municipality in the department and in Colombia. It will help and start by educating people on how to separate waste, so that it can be used and can later be converted into something more than just garbage. I believe that the achievement is quite significant. No, I think that if in addition to strengthening an organization and helping to generate income for producers, we can contribute to the environment, then I think we are doing something very positive. We know that the level of garbage we produce at this time is quite high, and I believe that we must highlight the experience we have in this municipality, because people are being educated so that a project like this can work. The municipality of Andes has 46,000 inhabitants, and we collect organic waste. Only in the municipal capital, approximately 150 tons of organic waste are collected, which is what the corporation processes monthly. The composting project in the municipality of Andes was made possible thanks to the efforts of several entities that joined forces through an agreement, in which the government of Antioquia, the FAO, the municipality of Andes and the cleaning company of the municipality of Andes participated. The project began with the idea of 14 people, where we came from working mothers, especially mothers who are heads of households. It began with the idea of the resources to improve the quality of life of each one of us, that was later as the idea and the improvement of the environment of the municipality. Before arriving at this project, we administered farms. I picked dry coffee in the silo. I stirred it, and I was with the workers, and my husband in the coffee machines putting coffee in the house, and I arrived at this project. And I stayed here, and I will stay here. This venture was born thanks to an initiative that has in the department to strengthen organizations of small producers in Antioquia, through the incentive or support in entrepreneurial processes around crops that have to do with sustainability in agricultural processes, and also with items related to the basic food basket. Specifically, this one that has to do with composting was selected thanks to the selection process that was made throughout the department. In order to be selected and participate in the project, the municipality had to have an organization that would support the process, and that would be the pioneer in processes like this here in Antioquia. For this reason, a group was selected, which was the organization that at that time is leading the project and with which it has been working and strengthening for approximately 2 years. The territorial entity in charge of supervision is Calantioquia, and we have formed a good alliance with them. A good working team that has allowed us to guarantee with the association that the whole project runs as all the entities want it to work. Specifically in the area of composting, the management and FAO stipulated a series of conditions to be met by the municipalities that wished to participate specifically in this process. One of which was that the municipality must separate organic waste at the source. And Andes is a municipality that stands out for this process. The municipality has been separating from the source for 10 years or more. In this 4-year period, environmental education has been reinforced, and in fact we have managed to increase in this 4-year period almost 30% more the process of separation at the source, not only with respect to the organic issue but also with the recycling issue. It is difficult in the culture with the users. I think that in Andes and in any municipality, getting people used to having them. Environmental conscience to make a good separation is a little complex. But we are aiming, and we are telling the users, that a good separation improves the quality of life of the corporation on the environmental side, and that it contributes to the improvement of the quality of life in general of all the inhabitants of the municipality. Another of the conditions was to have the support of the municipal mayor's office and the support of the sanitation company, since it is the sanitation company that is responsible for collecting solid waste in the municipality. So under this scheme it was found that this municipality met these conditions. The people we are working with, some of us work in the human party, doing the repairs of the recuperator, and others work in the administrative part. The same as the 14 people at the moment. This project is not only given by the fact of selecting an organization, and it is also given by the commitment that the organization manifests. Why? Because an agreement must be signed with the organization, in which the project commits to provide resources in kind and in money. And the organization also commits to certain aspects. For example, the labor force, for example, the place where the project will be carried out. And a series of commitments such as attending the training sessions and attending all the workshops. And thus attend all the workshops and all the activities that are carried out in favor of strengthening and training in the skills they need to be able to carry it out. So it is a commitment not only on the part of the entities that promote the project, but also on the part of the organization that commits to carry it out. The training they gave us was about learning the biocomfort from the beginning, from the moment it arrives in the yard, until it enters the compost bin to take the temperature, to learn about the reaction of the piles, how they react and how, as the days go by, one learns to manage all that. And the promise is nothing more than the objective that we have from the management of MANA with the productive projects of family agriculture, with the entrepreneurship projects, and that is to strengthen organizations of small producers through the generation of additional income, because we know beforehand that a project like this one is not going to provide a producer with all the income he needs to support his family, right? We simply offer the possibility for them to have different alternatives to obtain income, and not only the one they obtain with the crops they already have or with the specific work that each one has. In some cases there are some who are day laborers or coffee pickers. Well, depending on the time of the year they will have different activities. So this is simply an additional activity that can generate income and in which they become part of their own source of income, their own company, so to speak. The compactor arrives here with the organic material. They are already in the patio. First we put in a material that we call dry material, and the pile is put there so that the dry material absorbs all the design that the organism brings. Then we select it and take out all the unusable materials such as paper bags, bones and objects that often reach nails, stones, all those things that can damage the machine. We don't just take them out. And after selecting it we add more dry material, and we put it in here. We fix it and we stir it with rum. We stir it with Cisco, because for certain quantities we form the line, and we aerate it every day until the moment arrives to put it in the forced injection drawers. The turning of piles is very hard, and sometimes we have help from the EPA that sometimes the workers help us to turn the piles, but almost always it is up to us women to turn the piles. It is very hard, but it is good to fulfill the dream and to see that this is going to go ahead. Seeing that it was costing us so much to turn the piles, we saw a solution with the forced aeration in the piles. They can come out lighter and can take less time. And we don't have to turn them over, but only by connecting this motor we can get out in a month. A month and 8 days can be delayed. The forced aeration system has served us well so far. It works with a motor that has to be connected to the air tubes for 2 hours or an hour depending on how hot the pile is in the morning when you take the temperature and you realize how long you have to aerate it. Before sieving, the pile must be re-sieved because there are always many lumps and lumps. So we re-sieve it. After re-sieving, we start sieving. Sieving means that we remove everything that is coarser and we leave it as a powder. To be able to pack it. The cooked and ready for sale. This biocomposting is useful for everything. Many samples have already been made. Onions have been planted. Cilantro, seedlings have been made. Coffee has been added. This product is a soil conditioner, which is recommended by an agricultural expert. The place has been transformed 100%. Previously we used to collect organic waste. We placed it in one part and now it is all together. We do the separation now. We have machinery that has been with the help of Manafo, the municipality, and especially the public companies, which is what has given us the push for this in the facilities. We have improved 100%. What we see now is totally different from what we had before. At the moment, we are producing 40 tons of organic recuperator and we aspire to produce 60 tons per month. It is to fulfill a dream, someday working in something that is mine, that I don't have to go back to picking coffee and there to manage other people's farms, but to work here in what is mine. Well, at this moment the project is in a very important phase, because after 2 years of a training process of adapting the facilities, we have finally obtained the ICA certification as producers and as marketers of the product, which was an important step to be able to access markets, to be able to access the marketing that is so desired. This is a product that without these records and here it cannot be put on the market. So at this moment, we are beginning negotiations to make trade agreements with the various cooperatives and other entities that are consumers of this product. My greatest respect to the street mothers and the families that work here. They deserve my respect, because this project has been going on for 2 years and they have not received any money in these 2 years, only training and insistence, but they have always struggled day by day because they have seen that the Manafeo project, the administration and the public utilities company gave them support and they believed in this project and a sense of belonging that they have to achieve this project, that we know will be sustainable over time. It is quite satisfying for us as an important entity in a project like this to see the results and to see that despite the fact that in these 2 years they have not yet begun to receive income because all this has been preparation and they are just about to begin commercialization, they are still going ahead and continue to believe in the project. I remember that I was one of the people who started coming to the municipality and holding the first meetings where we tried to verify the conditions of the organization, and from there to this point we can see the total changes, especially because many people always started, and in the end they leave and those who are really interested in working remain. Not only confident, we have a great faith because the project has been a reality every day that has been strengthening us. The project for us, the venture that we have had so far is ours. Our life. That is, we do not want to stay only just in generating the organic recovery that have been the 50 tons that we are planning to do to sell it, but we also hope to take it as well as to other departments. I mean, this is a very big project and we have given it as the focus here. We are not only going to generate the 50 tons that we are planning to generate, but I was fat in the house sitting for 78 months, and I started working here and I don't feel sick anymore. I feel strong and I get up and go to work. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to send my son and my husband to work so he can come here to work. Except from my house. I'm missing a port by 6 o'clock in the morning to be here before 7 o'clock in the morning while I still have strength left. Here I will be. I could be 70 years old. And here I will be working to see this dream come true and grow more and more every day.